Hi, everyone. Welcome to Camp Handmade. This unique virtual camp experience is hosted by Amazon Handmade and was created for influencers and consumers as a way to interact with the handmade makers and discover unique handmade products from home. And today I'm joined by the incredible Rebecca from Rebeca Flott Arts. Thank you so much for being here today, Rebecca.
Oh, Rachel, thank you so much for having me. This is so much fun. I'm excited.
And I am so thankful that you are here today because you have such incredible joy and an amazing story. And I'm very excited for everyone to get to know you.
You're the sweetest. You're so sweet. Do you want me to say more? I'll keep saying it. I'll keep saying you're so beautiful and
Oh no,
sweet,
you're so
happy.
joy, the art, all
Let's keep
the
saying.
So Rebecca is one of the first handmade artists that joined Amazon Handmade, and I am so fortunate to have her here today. And what I want to know is, how did your passions lead you to starting Rebeca Flott Arts?
You know, Rachel, I'm a bigger believer to do what you have it in your hands. And I love art. I love making things with my hands. So what I had was a brush, and then I found some screens and I started painting. Then I had a brush, some screen, and then I found handmade Amazon. So it just combined all these things to be able to do what I do today. I know also what it's like to not having any money for supply. And I know what it's like to be able to make some money and be able to create more art, which is awesome. And I know what it's like to be a boss and to be able to pay other people to create other things, which is fantastic. And this is life, which is creating and giving. And I feel like this is actually my journey as a maker and as an artist and as an entrepreneur, is this journey of knowing what it's like to struggle, knowing what it's like to make some money, and knowing what it's like to be able to create things that people love it. So
Right. So was it a no-brainer for you to go into art? I mean, I know that it can seem very intimidating because sometimes, you're not always as tuned in as we were chatting a little bit earlier about the financial side. So was there like some trial and error that you went through when you were starting your business?
absolutely, so many. And I'm going to tell you this. The first one was actually to silence the voices that I heard my entire life of my family and my dad saying that artists can never make money. You know, my dad said it so much. You could not be an artist. They don't make money. He said it so much until his five children believed. And I was one of them. And then two of their children became artists. And I,
Wow.
yes, and I had to silence that voice. That was the first thing that I need to like overcome, is to say, you know what? Why not for me to just try, you know? And so I did had a lot of trials, to tell you the truth. It was first the mindset that was hard for me to believe that I could sell anything. And also when I started making things, it's not always come out really nice, first. You have to do a lot of bad things to turn out something kind of okay. So to the point that when I sold my first screen, I was like, "Are you sure you want this? Are you sure you're gonna pay $25? You really sure about that?" I was surprised. I was like, "You're gonna give me money for this? I can believe that." So it was a trial to be able to be like, "No, I am an artist. I'm gonna create and I'm gonna give you to you. This is what I do." It was a lot of challenge, absolutely. But I think after I was able to silence those voices, and give myself permission to be messy and to create. I think that changes everything, because even growing up, I never had anyone saying, you have permission to be artist. You have permission to be really messy and do things not perfect. No one ever said that to me. So today, for me, I had to overcome to say, you know what? I'm giving myself permission to do this. I love painting. it just makes me alive. Like I just feel like, please take it. I love it. Let me paint to create more. I want to create more. Like I paint hundreds of paintings a month now. And I don't feel like I can't even keep up with my own mind. Like I create one flower, I want to create so much more. So I think that just this aspect of like, okay, giving myself permission to do not perfect and then trying again. And then maybe next time is a little bit better. Then next time is a little bit better. It's funny because when I look at my artwork from like 2011, when I started, I always feel like, oh my gosh, this is so terrible. So we grow as we go. We never stay in the same place. I feel
Oh,
that way.
and I think that there's just so much to that, because I think, as people and especially as women, so much we have so much fear, and we can let that hold us back from really truly being like who we want. We worry about what other people think about us. We worry about so many other things. But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is, are we happy? Are we serving a purpose? Are we helping other people? Are we putting things out there that we love? I love that. So, just in closing, is there anything else that you want to share with us, that might help other women or other people that are out there, that are maybe makers or that are, potential business owners and they want to start something?
If that's okay with you, I want to share a little story that changed my career as a businesswoman selling online in an online platform. So I sold to this one woman over 100 orders. She bought thousands and thousands of dollars worth of product, worth of painting. And I actually sent her an email and I said, do you mind me asking, like, what do you do with all these paintings, And she answered me and she said, I work in a terminal cancer patient terminal. And I actually buy this from my own salary. I buy those paintings because I don't know what does to me, but it's something brings me such a joy. So I buy it and I give it to them so they can put it in their room and they can look and it will make them feel better. And I was so touched by that. Her name is LaDonna. And every time I get a little order from LaDonna, I'll be like, LaDonna, tell me how you're doing. We became friends until last year. LaDonna sent me an email and she said, I'm ordering these paintings, but I have to tell you, Rebecca, I'm actually fighting terminal cancer. And now I'm losing my vision and I'm actually, I don't know how long do I have alive. But she said, but I have to still keep buying these paintings because until I can see, I want to buy from you. And to me, that changed me so much as a maker to know I would never be able to connect with that woman at the very end of her life through art, you know, to this point of connection with somebody that you never met, but you're bringing them a little bit of hope, a little bit of smile, a little bit of joy. That changes everything as a maker, as a human, as a person. If you can do something that can serve somebody in this level of joy, then you found something. You found something. And for me, because I found LaDonna, I was just gonna keep painting. I'm gonna keep painting because of what did it to her. And until and I sent her a little message and I said, LaDonna, I thank you for hundreds and hundreds of orders. And I said, you changed my life as an artist, and you're my friend forever. And this is the type of connection of somebody that you never met, but somebody that connected with your art. She connected with I made it so much so that she spent actually probably her whole salary with me. So
Wow, that's incredible. What an amazing, touching story. That's Wow, I'm speechless. That is amazing. I mean, it's so incredible that you were able to touch so many of those people, especially, I'm sure that they were laying there, and looking up, and it was such a thing that did bring them joy and then eventually brought her joy. That's incredible. And I think that's such a great, just way to kind of, hopefully empower people. I mean, I hope I do the same thing with my posts and my stories, but so many people talk a lot of, can say things about, online and social media and all these things, but really we have such a power to connect people together in a way that we never could before. And like you said, to spark joy, and sometimes there may be people that you've never even met that you've now inspired, by doing this today, and they can be the future and the future makers. And you're absolutely amazing. I'm so glad that I got to have the chance to talk to you today. And thank you for, taking the time out of your day. And I can't wait to see the future things that you make.
Oh my gosh. Rachel, you're such a joy. Thank you so much for talking today. It was wonderful. And I cannot wait to see all the beautiful work that everyone is going to do. I'm excited to see it. Thank you,
Yeah.
guys.
And I just have to remember, it doesn't need to be perfect.
Does not need to be perfect, but needs to be joyful. Joy!
Yeah, just joy.